This week, cars, blood, makeup, and so much more.
Coming up on 101.
Welcome to 101, where we explore the science behind your everyday life. I'm Mary.
And I'm Nate. You know, science is all around us. It's in the buildings, it's on the ground, it's in my pants. You just gotta pay attention.
And if you've been paying attention, you'll notice that we're here at Nathan Phillips Square in the heart of downtown Toronto. Nate, did you know that we're standing on top of one of the world's largest underground parking garages?
Okay, so you're saying at this moment, there are cars underneath my feet.
Yeah, in fact, there's enough space to fit actually over 2,400 cars beneath us.
Huh. I wonder what those cars are gonna look like 10 years from now.
Why 10 years from now?
Why not 10 years?
I don't know, I was just saying, you know, like...
Well, I'm just saying, let's check out this clip.
Cars, cars, cars. They're everywhere. What kind of technology would you like to see in your car in 2020? We went out and asked Ryerson students what they think.
Well, one technology I'd love to see in my car is the GPS. Should be a male voice, first of all, and it would be really awesome if it was either George Clooney or Brad Pitt's voice. I can use Matt Damon, maybe Leonardo DiCaprio, because each time I'm in the car and you're talking to them, it just gets you through the day, you know?
In 2020, I expect cars to be to run on either water or something more efficient than oil, and it's not going to create pollution. Maybe even hovering cars.
I'd like my car to fly.
If it was like Back to the Future 2 and like all the cars are like flying around and you don't really have to rely on pavement for transportation or anything like that.
Wow.
In the future, something as far as futuristic car. I like hybrids, I just don't like the look of them, so if they can improve the look and keep that hybrid technology, I think that would be the best thing ever.
Maybe a car with no wheels, so you wouldn't have to break down on the highway.
I would really love, because I'm just starting to drive right now, and I've been having a lot of trouble with parallel parking, which I find extremely difficult. If they can do something that would really just parallel park for my car without me doing too much effort, as lazy as that sounds, that would probably make my life a lot easier.
But is this all possible? We asked Phil Salustri and Sri Krishnan, two engineering professors at Ryerson University, for a professional perspective on future developments in the auto industry. How likely are we to see these technologies by 2020?
Well, if you see, most of the technology is basically first developed in the military applications. Then it comes to the civilian or commercial applications after a few decades. So whatever is in the cars these days to guide people for parking and other things have been in the military field the last 20, 30 years.
I could see it being a very popular option, self-parking and things like this. But I think there will always be cars that you'll have to steer around yourself.
What about celebrity voice-enabled GPS system?
Voice synthesis, like having the voice of somebody you like or you want to mimic, that is doable. You know, I mean, this is called speech synthesize. You know, so you could have the voice of George Clooney or you could have the voice of Britney Spears. It's about according to your taste.
Is it a little too early for hovering cars?
A hover car has the problem that there is no friction, so you can't really turn it in the kind of radius that you want, especially if you're on the 400. You can't adjust it. There's a lot of slip there, and there'll be a lot of accidents as a result. That's not going to happen. Something that I would like to think might be possible someday is the kind of spherical wheel that they had in the Will Smith's Audi in iRobot. That is a very cool idea that would give people a lot more flexibility. The problem is making the wheel turn. It's conceivable.
Or what about autopilot?
So electric, all-battery kind of vehicles seem to be the next big thing. The other thing is cars that sort of start to drive themselves. We can see it now. There are some models of cars that can park themselves and things of that sort. The dilemma there is that you don't want to make the car too smart, because smart things tend to screw up a lot. You want to make a car that's instinctive.
So, what do these experts want to see in their 2020 dream car?
Well, something that could make a coffee for me, automatically, sensing that I'm going to doze off. So it's an integration of two technologies. One is that a technology which is going to tell me that you're tired, you're fatigued. Here you go, you get a cup of your favorite coffee.
It would be no larger than it needs to be to carry 4 people, because I'm married with 2 boys. It would have a very small trunk. It would be electric, and it would look absolutely terrible because it would minimize the risk of theft. And it would drive itself. It would drive itself all the time. I would just be a passenger. That would be my dream car.
What kind of technology would you like to see in your car in 2020? Drop a comment on our website at 101.ca.